What if I told you that a single coin, a penny, just 1 cent, could be worth over $416,000? What if I told you this tiny piece of copper wasn't from the 1800s, wasn't made of gold, and wasn't rare for its age, but instead minted just a few years ago in 2014? That's right, a modern, pocket-change Lincoln cent from 2014 carrying the iconic image of President Abraham Lincoln is today considered one of the most valuable modern coins in American numismatic history. And in this video, we're about to dive deeper than ever before into the astonishing value, the little-known history, and the rare secrets behind this 2014 USA Liberty Lincoln penny, a coin that was once worth just a single cent and now over $416,000. Part 1. A Legacy in Copper, the Lincoln Penny Story. To understand the magnitude of the 2014 penny, you have to know what came before it. The Lincoln cent is America's longest-running coin design, first minted in 1909, honoring the 100th birthday of the nation's most beloved President Abraham Lincoln. It was a revolutionary design for its time, the first U.S. coin to feature a real human being. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the original coin featured wheat stalks on the reverse and Lincoln's dignified portrait on the obverse. The design would evolve. In 1959, the wheat reverse was replaced with the Lincoln Memorial. In 2009, 4 unique reverse designs commemorated Lincoln's bicentennial. And in 2010, the Union Shield reverse became the new face of the Lincoln cent's back, a design that continues to this day. By 2014, the Lincoln cent was in its 105th year of production, and though billions were made that year, one coin emerged, one error that would shake the collecting world. Part 2. The 2014 Lincoln cent. Common at first glance. Most 2014 pennies are exactly what you'd expect. Tiny, copper-plated zinc coins with a face value of 1 cent. Here are the standard specifications of a 2014 Lincoln penny. Obverse: Abraham Lincoln's portrait facing right. Inscriptions: In God We Trust above Liberty to the left, the year 2014 to the right. Min mark: either a D for Denver or P for Philadelphia. Reverse: a stylized Union shield with 13 stripes, a horizontal bar reading E pluribus unum, and the denomination 1 cent. Weight: 2.5 grams. Composition: 97.5% zinc, 2.5% copper. Plating edge: plain, simple, familiar, ordinary. But remember, not all pennies are created equal. Part 3. The $416,000 mistake, a rare minting error. The Lincoln penny that sold for $416,000 wasn't struck on a normal planchet. It wasn't perfect in the way you might expect. It was perfect because it was flawed. Here's what made this particular 2014 cent so astronomically valuable. 1. It was struck on the wrong planchet. This penny wasn't created on the usual copper-plated zinc blank. Instead, it was accidentally struck on a foreign bronze planchet, possibly intended for another coin like a blank leftover from international minting contracts, or an obsolete format. This gave the coin an unusual weight of 3.11 grams, which instantly tipped off the collector who discovered it that something wasn't right. A heavier planchet often means a minting mix-up, and collectors go crazy for those. 2. It featured a dramatic double-die obverse DDO. The obverse, the Lincoln side, had something very rare, a double-die obverse. That means the coin's die struck it twice, slightly off from the original impression. The result: distinct, visible doubling on the words, "In God We Trust, Liberty," and even the date 2014. To the naked eye, this doubling looks like a faint shadow behind the letters, but under magnification it's like seeing two impressions stacked atop each other, clear evidence of a minting mistake. 3. The coin was in perfect, uncirculated condition, MS70 red. This penny was graded by PCGS as MS70 red, the highest grade possible. That means it was struck cleanly, with no scratches, no handling marks, no dulling of color. It was mint perfect, glowing red with original luster even years after minting. When you combine all 3 of these features, wrong planchet, major doubling error, and flawless condition, you get a modern coin worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. Part 4. The auction that made history. The penny was discovered by a collector going through bank rolls, proof that amazing finds still happen every day. After verification by PCGS and months of buzz in numismatic circles, the coin was brought to auction in 2023. Collectors from around the world tuned in. Some came prepared to bid tens of thousands. Others suspected it would hit 6 figures. But what happened next stunned even seasoned professionals. The bidding flew past $100,000, $200,000, $300,000, and finally settled at a mind-blowing $416,000, nearly $500,000 for a 1-cent piece. The buyer remained anonymous, rumored to be an international investor collecting rare modern errors. The sale marked one of the highest prices ever paid for a modern American cent. Part 5. How to find one. Could you be next? This isn't just a feel-good story. This is a call to action. Because other error pennies from 2014 might still be out there. So how do you find one? Step 1. Check the weight. Use a digital scale with accuracy to 0.01 grams. A normal penny weighs 2.5 g. If you find one that weighs 3.1 g, you may have a bronze error planchet. Step 2. Inspect for doubling under a magnifier or loupe. Examine Liberty, Indiana, God We Trust, and the date 2014. Look for doubling, not just blur or shadow, but clear split edges. Step 3. Evaluate condition. Is your penny shiny, uncirculated, and red in color with no fingerprints or marks? If so, you could have something worth grading. Step 4. Get it authenticated. If your coin meets the above tests, don't clean it, don't touch it with your fingers. Place it in a protective flip and send it to PCGS or NGC for professional grading. You could be sitting on a life-changing discovery. Part 6. Why modern coins are hotter than ever. Why are collectors paying so much for modern coins? Because perfect modern errors are incredibly rare. Back in the early 20th century, hand-punched min marks, looser quality control, and older machinery made errors more common. But today, with computer-driven minting and laser precision minting, mistakes are far more scarce, and when they do happen, they're often dramatic and valuable. Combine that rarity with high collector demand, global auctions, and the rise of coin collecting as an investment, and you get modern pennies selling for hundreds of thousands of dollars. The 2014 penny isn't a fluke. It's a sign. The next one could surface any day. And it might be yours. Part 7. The penny that changed everything. The 2014 USA Liberty Lincoln penny was supposed to be ordinary. It wasn't made of gold. It wasn't hundreds of years old. It wasn't even rare by design. But thanks to a tiny minting accident and a collector with a sharp eye, it became a $416,000 legend, a symbol of how even the most common item can hide unimaginable value. So, the next time you see a penny, don't ignore it. Don't toss it in a jar. Pick it up. Look at it. Weigh it. Examine it. Because 1 cent could be worth a house. 1 penny could change your life. 1 2014 Lincoln cent, just one, already has. Thanks for watching. If you love stories like this, rare finds, hidden treasures, and the secret value of everyday things, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. You won't want to miss what we uncover next. And remember, not all pennies are created equal.